deployed all over, flown all over, but most all my time are in different models of C130s. So that's the big ones.
Yeah, so I Googled it. So I have an idea, but yeah, for anyone else, a C130, a C2XL 4000, I just made that up, but none of it means anything to us. But what's a C130?
So it's considered a tactical airlift. So for the Marine Corps, it's the biggest aircraft they have, and then for the Air Force, it's one of their smaller cargo. So the C-130 kind of does a little bit of everything. You can fly over the ocean with it one day, and then you can fly over 300 feet over the ground and land on dirt runways, and you can do airdrops with it. You can do gunships. You can do battlefield illuminations. The Hurricane Hunter guys, if you ever heard about down in the Gulf, that's a C-130. So they're a big propeller engine plane. It's the big ones you actually see flying around here low. You usually see two of them. That's the C-130.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
So they're packed full of equipment.
It depends.
Depending on what's going on.
Shoot as well?
Some of them do. Yeah. It all depends on the variant and what they're set up for. In the Marine Corps, our main mission was aerial refueling. So we refueled jets and helicopters in the air. Obviously, we practice it, but we do it in combat as well, depending on what the mission dictated. We do what we call trash runs or log runs, so just moving cargo and people to and from where we needed to go. And then when I deployed, when I was in Afghanistan, we did have a gunship. We called it the Harvest Hawk. So we would do all those missions while deployed in Afghanistan.
Eric, how do you practice taking the fuel? What'd you call it again?
Aerial refueling.
Yeah. All right. So how does one practice that?
We do have a simulator, but
air.
For us, it's as a pilot, it's pretty easy. We just kind of maintain airspeed, altitude, and for a C-130, we have what's called drogues. So on each side, if you look at a refueling C-130, they have these big pods at the end of each wing, and in there is about a 95-foot hose. And at the end of a hose is a little drogue, which just looks like a circular parachute. And when we hydraulically push those out, it'll catch the air and it will pull most of the hose out. So for us, we just maintain airspeed, altitude, and then we talk to our receivers in the air, and we coordinate with them what side they need to go to, how much fuel they want, and then we'll clear them to plug. And it's really hard. It's harder for them. We're just sitting there with our headset and a cup of coffee, make sure we're not flying all over the place to maintain a stable platform for them. And then they, depending on what airframe it is, they'll have some sort of probe, and then they just maneuver their aircraft to plug into the drogue. And then it's a coupling. So once they come into the drogue, we are actually connected to them. And then once there's a secure connection, we can put fuel out to them, and they just fly in formation with us while connected.
So any sprays, any?
Oh yeah.
So it's getting sprayed.
It can spray, and depending on the initial connection, there can be a little bit of spray. If there's a bad connection, either on either side of theirs, they could be connected and spraying all over, and we have emergency procedures for that. Our load masters in the back, they are continually watching, so we can't see them from the pilot seats. So Our load masters are constantly on headset with us, telling us what they see, what the guy's doing. So not only are we listening or talking to the other guy or gal in the jet or the helicopter, what they're seeing and what they're doing, but we also have eyes and ears in the back telling us what to do, because there may be something that the pilot can't see going on with their aircraft, so they'll let us know, and then we'll talk to the receiver. So there's a lot of communications going on.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Talk About It podcast.
I'm Victor Dantes.
I'm Lauren Fulmer.
And we would encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell. It's going to be right below the video. So
hit the bell.
So you know when the next episode is up.
We appreciate all the support.
Thank you.